once again, uh, we would like to know from you, ladies. Women endure the effects of menopause in silence because it's a taboo subject. Do you believe that we must view menopause as a taboo topic or open it to help many other women? Do you believe in that?
I think it is not a taboo. We must talk about it because every woman over the 45, 40 years have this thema, and it's very important to talk about it. Sometimes you feel so good.
Yeah.
You must go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Because you must know what's wrong with your body.
Yes.
Just talk about it.
Okay. Are you of the same opinion, Margareta?
Yes, women should talk about it because my mother didn't talk about it to me.
Yeah.
She didn't get a chance because she died early, but women didn't talk about this kind of things before.
Why?
And because it was such a private thing.
Private?
Everything around
Your body,
your body, the genitals,
Organs, yes.
genital organs, they were very private.
Okay.
And that's why you shouldn't talk about it. But now I miss that information.
Yes.
Because what I go through, I know because I have been a nurse.
Yes.
Because I learned it in school, in nursery school.
Yeah.
But I don't know about it from experiences of others.
Okay.
So to give this experience to others, to other women, that they know beforehand what they can expect, it's important
Yeah.
to talk about it.
Hello, Zara.
I think it is very, very, very important because
Where are you?
most of the time people do not want to share their experiences with others. And they leave it so open, or they leave it so secret, and making it impossible for anything. And then women begin to have those kind secret thing, message is coming, and this and that, begin to be too overconscious. And then now, at a later age again, when you think they're supposed to be very free, menopause comes in. And then menopause comes in again with hot flushes, as you are saying, with sleeplessness, as you are saying, and restlessness and depression. And then I'm hearing you now saying it can last for 15 years. It can last for... So it's almost taking the whole years of the woman just going through one change to another change to another change.
It is not only the woman, but also the partner.
Yeah.
The partner have to know communicate with the woman.
Yeah.
He don't know
Yes.
why the woman think or speak
Yeah.
or do not sleep the whole night.
Yeah.
So also the partner has to know what's wrong with his woman.
Well, I am so glad that we are discussing this, and our third guest already has arrived. Just like I told you again, she is no other person but Miss Zara Nale, who is a senior project leader and trainer for Federation of Somalian Association in the Netherlands, popularly called FSAN. And also, she is the ambassador for female genital mutilation here in the Netherlands. Miss Sarah, please welcome my very good friend.
Yeah, thank you very much, Helen.
Yeah, so we will discuss shortly. Why is it a taboo? Why do you think that menopause is like a taboo topic among women? And why is it that women don't like to talk about it? Do you talk about it?
For me, it's not problem, but you know, the majority, especially the African woman, and especially I'm originally from Somalia, people, they don't talk about the menopause because it relates about the age, it relates about the end of the menstruation. It's, you know, very important life about the woman. That's why our women, especially after 50 when it started, we don't want to talk it, but it's a very important subject.
Is it difficult for women to talk about their age? I mean, what is wrong about us aging anyway?
Yeah, but the age, even the men, they don't like even to talk. Not only, it is a universal, not only specifically for the woman, but everybody doesn't like to talk about their age, especially the woman. In this case, menopause is just a transitional period. You are looking, old. You have no any. It's end of the fertile period. And actually, as an African, it is very difficult.
But is it only to the Africans? Because I mean, a woman is because we
yeah,
have my is a loss with us, and then
I'm agree with you. This, I'm talking about the African perspective, but woman issue. We are all the woman. We are all human right. We are all the same. We have the same, hormones, estrogens, whatever. But I'm talking the way my originality that I know more than any other a woman.
Yeah.
That's why it is very, very difficult for the woman. I agree with you. It is all concern about the woman, but especially I'm talking about my originality, where I come from, that I know more than any other woman.
So what can be done to at least make it a little bit open? Because you see, it is a privilege to have you three here this morning and then talking about this topic to help other women. What can be done to make it a little bit open, an open topic, so that women don't feel shy, women don't feel intimidated, women don't feel left out when we are talking about issues like this? What can be done? Anyone? Yes.
Yeah, I think that we have, it's still taboo, and we have to break down that taboo.
How do we break it?
Yeah, it is that to make to empower women.
Yeah.
It is not end for her life. It begins new life. I think that it is the best time that you can do more than, because for menopause you were involving about the upbringing for the children. You were busy about the children and everything. Now the children, they are grown up. I think a new life you begin. In order to break down the taboo, we have to give information, a campaign.
Like what we are doing now.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
Wow.
we have to start somewhere. It is in a part of our life and we have to accept it, but it's not end of our life.
Now, the next question is, does menopause, thank you, Sarah, does menopause reduce a woman's potential or does it subtract them? I mean, does it make them less? Does it make a woman less that you are going through menopause, Miss Margareta? Does it make you lesser than those who do not go through it?
No,
So,
at all.
right.
Because you stay a woman, you stay the person that you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that it's
Speak out, so that we can pick you.
It's only something that happens to your body, and you have to deal with it. But the person you are, you stay the same.
Only that you made mention that you become depressed, and some say they become irritated. Is it? And then Lucia said the man, your partner, got to know about it. But what about when women do not? Because you see, as a pastor, I've seen many women in their menopausal period who begin to abscond from sexual relationship with their husbands. And they don't open their mouth to say what they are going through. And the man cannot understand. You see, because somebody cannot know what you are going through until you say it. So this have caused lots of breakages in marriages. And this have caused most of men to go looking for younger women. Because the elder woman or the woman that is in the house is not ready anymore to sleep with her husband. And she doesn't say what she's going through. So that's why this topic has to be open so that men who are out there begin to know what women go through and prepare themselves and their organ to discipline it. To know that, well, if my wife is going through, let me support her. Not a time to go and look for a younger woman. Hello?
That's true.
Yes?
Yes. Ms. Sarah is told we must empower the woman. Empower the woman to talk in the organization, also at home with a group of women. Talk about it. Ask KKD or somebody you know. Come at home, talk about it with a group of women or an organization. We must talk about this topic. only talk, and if we talk about, we learn to talk about it, and the woman, also the husband, know what's wrong with your body.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You are depressed.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You can't sleep the whole night.
I think this one we can, if we started in early, ages, when we were young, that not only for the woman,
Yeah.
when the woman and man at the school, they can get from as education that the woman have a many different stage. During the biology lesson, they can take even,
Yeah.
I mean here, as an early stage, if they started, giving this information in early stage.
Yes.
For the children, I think
Yes.
it will be all right. From the man and woman, this is a gender issue, I think. Then we have to give for both of them.
Yeah.
And then we have to discuss about in the early age. Then later, it will not be a taboo.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
then we have to prepare our young generation in the future.
Yeah.
They have to know this one, and then it will be very easier.
Yes, exactly.
In the future, yeah.
I think so,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I think that is a very good point, and we're going to look into that. What are some of the symptoms of menopause that you can say to affect women in a terrible way?
In a terrible way?
Yes, in a terrible way, yes.
What she experienced herself, the hot flushes, it can be only for 30 minutes or 30 seconds to 5 minutes, but it's not easy. It's not. Women want to tear off all clothes because that's the warmth they feel. But something else, that's what we just talked about, the relational part of it. The libido, she doesn't want to have sex.
Yes.
Why? Because she feels pain. Why she feels pain? Because the vagina becomes dry.
Yeah.
And that's because of the estrogens, the hormones that are diminished, that are less in that period. So she's going through a change in her body that causes changes in the vagina, and that's why she gets pain.
Yeah.
And she avoids sexual contact.
Okay.
And if the man doesn't understand that, she experiences how you call that?
Friction.
Uprising.
Yeah,
Rejection?
Yeah, she is, because she doesn't want to talk about it.
No, not that. That the man will put her aside
Yeah.
to go for another woman. How you call that?
Rejection or afwijzen? Rejection?
Rejection. She experienced again something that's bad, that's rejection.
And that is because she didn't open her mouth. I think so. That is because let's be honest here. Because if you do not open your mouth to see, if you have been having openness in your communication, reaching to your sexual communication with your husband or your man, I believe that when the dryness comes, this person is already used to your body when you were young. When the dryness comes, if he cannot feel the dryness because it's dry, then you open your mouth and talk to him, say, honey, this place is dry. Something got to be done about it. You better can laugh. Well, somebody out there listening to us, and this is women wellness. I believe you have a sister, you have a mother, you have a friend, and you have a wife. Please, you can give us a call on 020-737-1619. I believe in practicality. I believe in openness. In our era, those things that our mothers were hiding got to be open now, so that we will know what to face. We will know how to handle our lives when we get to 40 and when we get to 50. That's the purpose of this discussion. Because I said to my husband, if I would get all of this information, I think, yes. Thank you for calling. Thank you so much. Hello, caller. Good morning. Thanks. Oh, uncle, how are you doing? No.
Lack of nothing. So in other words, for me, maybe we don't know we want to reach. What am I trying to say? What are the lessons what we teach the women that have a war? So we don't, for example, women stand for sex. So women tell their husband they can go to the bathroom and take care of soap or anything. But the man will not understand why you tell him to go to the bathroom and use soap. Instead of it explain things to the man, so the man will know their left and their right. But you don't tell him anything, you just tell him go to the bathroom and use soap. These are some of the things, if you don't go to that, you don't know.
Yeah, and also, yeah, it's true, it's true, it's true. You men, but you cannot be very ignorant, because except it is just a woman you are meeting. If that be your wife or be your, or whatever you call, you have been meeting this person for all the time. What the caller is saying is that when it is time for sexual intercourse, women are not bold to say to their partners, the place is dry. They tell them, go to the shower, go to the bathroom, go and take soap. And the man doesn't understand what you mean by taking soap. Do you understand? Yeah. So, because there's no openness. Yeah. Go and take soap means maybe go and take soap and rub on your distance and then come so we can have love. But even if the place is so mixed up with soap, is it not going to be so pepperish for the woman? Thank you so much. Well, react to this anyway.
Soap isn't the best thing to use, because soap will make the skin even drier. The woman should go to the doctor when she begins to feel these kind of symptoms. She must talk to her doctor, so the doctor can maybe give her some replacement for the estrogens that stopped, and that will help the symptoms to disappear.
Oh, okay. So that means doctors have the ability to give some tablets, and then the lipido will come up again. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're saying as a professional?
It's possible.
It's possible, or it is rare?
It's possible that every woman is different. So every woman that feels this kind of symptoms that become a hindrance for herself or become a hindrance for the relationship,
yes,
they should go to the doctor,
yes,
and talk about it to the doctor. The openness has to begin there.
Yeah.
In the woman herself, to
yeah.
go to the doctor and talk about it and ask the doctor what can be done about it, because I think that we don't know that it's possible to get suppletion of estrogens, yeah, or other hormones. The doctor will take blood samples and have some research what is going on in this woman, and then find the solution. Yes.
So, but the question is, our mothers, did they go through all of this medical distance to be able to adjust to these hormonal changes? Did they go through all of this recipe or this situation or analysis before they can get solution? Or is it that they suffered in their relationship?
I think our mothers or great mothers, they were not, practicing about the medicine.
Yeah.
But they were as a traditional, there's a traditional also herbs and traditional also medicine that
yeah.
people they can use, at least they can drink.
Oh, okay.
And then they say themselves as a psychological that they are getting better.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
That is empirical knowledge, because our mothers and great mothers and
yeah.
our grandmothers, they know more about, especially the traditional
okay.
things.
Okay.
Yeah. But they were not talking also these things.
Yeah,
they knew,
yeah.
they have that knowledge that their fertile is finished, but they are trying to do another one just to satisfy their husband.
Yes?
I think in the past women have suffered without opening their mouths.
Yes.
Because what Sarah says, there wasn't much known about medicine.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it was in my country, just about herbs and that kind of things. But what I know is that they must have gone through all this themselves too. But they didn't talk about it. They suffered, and if you look back, you see how many people were depressed, and how many people, how many times in earlier times it wasn't allowed to divorce, but you saw that men went outside the home to get another woman, and then the rejection that came with that for the woman is another kind of suffering. So I think women suffer.
Hello, caller? Yeah? Yeah, okay, Stefano. Yeah, it's good. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for your contribution. But I also think that we need to be very, very open in every aspect. Because if you can look at my panelists today, we have Somalia, we have Curacao, and we have
Also Curacao and Suriname.
Curacao and Suriname. But I extended my hands also to Africans, to Nigerians, and to Ghanaians. But it's like nobody wants to talk about that. So is it that it's always other women who will come and talk it for us? Do you understand me? Would other women always come and speak it for us? Because we ourselves, who are from maybe the Ghanaian community or the Nigerian community or whatever, we also must be open so that we can say about it and we can be open about it and then talk about it, and it's gonna help us. It's gonna help us, not just to want to learn from other people, but we also must be very, very open to talk about it. Yes, Lucia.
Helen, sometimes women from 20, 25 years is also menopause.
Yeah.
Also menopause, they can get a baby. So it's not women of 50 years, 45 years, 60 years, but also women of 20, 25 years, and they can get a baby. It's not so much, but it can be.
So that you are saying that menopause can varies from ages, but the acceptable age right now is from 40, as we from research finders researchers research finder, yes, from 40 to 50 something. Okay. Because
about 85% of the women will have the hot flashes also.
Yeah, but we've been talking about hot flushes. Maybe to the grassroots women out there who is in the community, what do you really mean by this hot flushes? Because I've been hearing it. Yes?
Hot flushes in that age of 25, it's not normal. It's premature. So these women should go to a doctor, to see a doctor, that they can find out what is going on in the body.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
Not normal, okay.
Menopause is normal in the ages 46 to 50, 55 in other cultures.
Yeah.
So 25 is a fertile
age.
age.
So you shouldn't enter menopause.
No.
Yeah, so there's something
There's
else is
something,
wrong.
yes.
Okay, now are there some special food women ought to eat to help themselves in this stage?
I don't know about it.
Tell us how you, yes, tell us, are there some things, because...
Yeah, you must to eat good, much vegetables, and yeah, you must to eat what's good is for your body.
Okay, yes,
I think you have to eat a balanced diet. I was reading somewhere.
yeah, balance it.
Yeah, for example, a portion of the protein, carbohydrates,
Yeah.
something like that, and cereals.
Open your mouth, Sarah,
Then-
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, I think you have to eat more the balanced food, about the balanced carbohydrates, minerals, proteins. In addition to that, you have to do a lot of sport. Sport is very important, and
Okay.
you have to move from here to there. The movement is very, very good for the woman, mentally and physically.
Wow, 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 this is so powerful. How can health organizations be more involved in this topic to help every woman get through this life stage with ease and not with complication? Yeah,
I think health is very important.
I mean health organizations, how can they be involved to help women get through this stage of their life without complication?
I think meetings in your own language. But I seldom at home. I talk about it with my daughter. I don't feel a taboo to talk about this with my daughter. And you must. My mother also don't tell me about menopause, but I do it with my daughter.
Yeah, you do it with your daughter. Do you also do it with your man? Because that is very important, because, you know, talking it to the daughter, I think it's high time women go straight, talk about it with your man first. Talk about it with your partner, and then let them get to know before, because already you've met this guy. Hello, hello, caller.
Hello, I have a question.
Yeah.
A friend told me that soya milk is good for women above 40 onwards who are facing having vaginal dryness. It is good when you are taking soya milk. So I want to ask the panel whether it is true.
Well, is it true that soya milk, from a medical point of view, Margareta, is it good to drink soya milk to be able to have lubrication,
I don't know.
to solve the dryness of the
I don't know.
private part?
I didn't hear about that. I think a dietist could tell more about, because a dietist knows more about the parts, the elements that are in soya milk. I don't know about it.
So in other words, what they want to hear from you, our panelists, is what can we do to keep the place wet? That's what they want to know. So even if the question is coming a little bit, what do you call it, coming indirectly, they want to know tell us what we can do to keep the place wet.
What I know about it is the estrogen cream that a doctor can prescribe when a woman comes and tell about this.
Okay.
That is one thing I know.
So this can only be bought. This can only be gotten when the doctor prescribes. Not that you cannot get it from the pharmaceutical shops.
No.
Okay.
That's something you can get, because that can take the
pain, the dryness.
No, that can take you begin at the cause of the problem.
Oh, okay.
Is it in Dutch?
I think that
je pakt het probleem aan bij de oorzaak.
Oorzaak.
Bij het, ja.
Bij de
En
cause.
niet bij bij het symptoom, bij het verschijnsel.
Yeah,
Okay.
not by symptoms, but
No.
so
At
this
the
can
root,
help you to
the
go to the
beginning.
root.
Yes.
So, but that you have to get from the doctor.
Yes. So
Because
it's
I know
best-
that there are some other hormonal treatments that women go through, but women are also afraid of if they begin to go through those hormonal treatments, it may take very long time. What do you have to say as a medical, somebody in the medical area?
it will take time, but if you have a good contact with your doctor, you can evaluate everything that you feel that is new. You can talk about it with your doctor, so she can aanpassen, adapt the medicine she gives.
Well, before we sign up because of our time, I think this is just a little we have done, and I would want to ask that we will have another sitting to go a little bit deeper in this discussion. I would recommend that we go deeper a little bit, and I want to say I do appreciate the time you've made to be here. But before we sign off, what advice do you have for those women who are listening to us right now, each and every one of you? Just 1 second.
I think the woman are suffering in silence, our women,
Yeah.
about this subject. So the woman, they have to consult their doctors, especially the sexuology.
Yeah.
And the woman, we have to break down this taboo among ourselves, and we have started also in a very early age.
Yes, to
That's
talk
an
about it.
information about it.
Okay, so in case maybe somebody is out there who will want to get information about this, can they contact you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you so much. And Margareta, thank you, Zara. Thank you. Tell us what you have to say. 1 second.
1 second, wow. The relationship. Talk about with your spouse. Talk about it with your spouse, but you should know each other. You should. The relationship shouldn't only be about sexuality. It should be about the whole person. So men and women talk with each other. Talk about what you feel, what you're going through. Then you can help each other. Then you can support each other. Something else. You asked when to start with this information.
Yeah.
Giving information to others. In schools, they start with sexual voorlichting.
Yeah.
But this kind of things, it's only about the sex deed. This kind of things that relate to the sex, they don't talk about. So it's important, if we talk about sex, okay, talk about the whole thing. Talk about what it causes, what the experiences people have later on. Talk about all these phases, this, the pregnancy, menopause, and all that. That's what I mean with phases. And so in biology lessons, what Sarah said before, it's important that this kind of things
are being discussed, every one of this topic, not just to talk about how to take pills, not and to prevent pregnancy.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Lucia, what do you have to say before we sign off?
Talk about with girlfriends, organization, organize topics, talk about in your own language, so that taboo
We'll stop.
will stop.
well, because of time, yes, because of time, now we are signing up because we have to put on the news. We just want to say thank you to all of you, our beautiful ladies. Thank you, Lucia. Thank you, Margaret. And thank you, Zara, for being here. And I know this is just a beginning to a very great thing that we are going to do to help other women. God bless you. Well, listeners, topic for every woman out there, and also for men who really are interested to knowing what happens with their wives and their sisters and their friends. So it's a very interesting topic, and we encourage you to give us a call on 020-737-1619 as we bring this popular yet a taboo topic to you this wonderful morning. We are privileged to have three sound women who just want to say it the way it is. You know, I believe in women empowering other women, and these mothers this morning want really to empower other people out there. Because if all of us will keep our mouth shut, then things will go wrong. So this morning, as an introduction, the word menopause literally means the end of monthly cycle. The menopause marks the time in a woman's life when her menstruation stops and she is no longer fertile, that means able to become pregnant. Menopause is an unavoidable change that every woman will experience, assuming she reaches middle age and beyond. Menopause typically occurs in women in midlife during their late 40s or early 50s and signals the end of fertile phase of a woman's life. It is helpful if women are able to learn what to expect and what options are available to assist the transition. An early menopause can be related to cigarette smoking, higher body mass index, racial and ethnic factors, illness, chemotherapy, radiation, and the surgical removal of the ovaries, with or without the removal of the uterus. In the United Kingdom, the average age for menopause is 52, National Health Service, while in the US it is 51, National Institute of Aging. About a fifth of women in India experience menopause before the age of 41. The menopause is a normal part of life. It is a milestone, just like puberty. It is not a disease or a condition, even though it is the time of the woman's last period symptoms may begin many years earlier. Walking through the menopause presents a major challenge for millions of women as they struggle to deal with symptoms according to new research. And that is why in this broadcast we would like to use ordinary women to reveal to other women what goes on in a woman's body during this menopausal period, using their own experiences to encourage many other women who may be going through this stage of their life or those preparing to begin the process. So our guests today are Miss Lucia Mattis, who is the director of Profo, a foundation involved in enhancing the quality of life of people or organization in Amsterdam. Lucia, please welcome to Radio Voice of Niger. Say something to our viewers and listeners.
Good morning, I'm Lucia, and thank you that I can come back today.
Yeah.
And I love this topic.
Yes.
And because I'm also a woman,
Yeah.
so it's good to you have talk about it
Yes.
with the people.
Thank you so much, Lucia. Thank you for opening. You see, you are really living according to your foundation, because your foundation profile is involved in enhancing the quality of life of people.
Yes.
Wow.
Everything about living, about educate children,
Yes.
about armoede, about children,
Yeah.
everything about life.
Yeah. That's very awesome. You are quite a very busy woman. Well, I thank God for your life. And by the side of Lucia is also Lucia's very good friend, Miss Margreta. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Because I'm just meeting you for the first time today.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm Margarita Maduro.
Maduro.
I'm working at, I'm from Curacao. I work at Profor since a year, and I was a nurse. No, not working as such as anymore, but I was a nurse, and from that point of view, I will go. I'm gonna tell something about menopause this morning.
Thank you so much for being with us. Our listeners, you can see that we have really professionals here. Even though I've really said they are ordinary women, but they are directors and they are nurses. And the other one that is still on her way but is somehow delayed would be Ms. Zoran Ale, who is a senior project leader and trainer for Federation of Somalian Association in the Netherlands called FSAN. And she is the ambassador of female genital mutilation here in Netherlands. She is on her way and shortly she'll be joining us. But we are going forward with our discussion this morning. So stay tuned for just one more minute.